Today, I would like to introduce Kinkakuji Temple. Kinkakuji Temple is a large Buddhist temple located in Kita Ward, Kyoto City, Kyoto Prefecture, Japan. It is famous as a national scenic spot representing Kyoto and is also known as a representative building of Japanese culture. Kinkakuji Temple was built in the late Heian period, 1397, but many buildings were burned down in fires and wars, and the current building was rebuilt in the Meiji period. Kinkakuji Temple is designated as a national treasure. Kinkakuji Temple is built near a pond called Tsukamizaka, which means moon viewing pond. Kinkakuji Temple, which looks over Tsukamizaka, is a grand and magnificent building, and its exterior is one of the most famous in Japanese Buddhist temples. Kinkakuji Temple was the first Buddhist temple in Japan to be designated a national treasure. Kinkakuji Temple has a main hall, a three-storied pagoda, a Sotozen main hall, a Chinese gate, and stone steps. There is also a shopping street called Shopping Street where visitors can buy souvenirs while wearing many kimonos. Kinkakuji Temple is visited by many tourists throughout the year. In particular, many tourists visit during the cherry blossom season. Kinkakuji Temple is also grandly celebrated for Buddhist festivals such as Obon, August, and Higan. There are the following tourist spots at Kinkakuji Temple. The main hall. It is the headquarters of Kinkakuji Temple and is a building designated as a national treasure. Inside the main hall is a group of three statues called Kinkakuji Sanzone, which represents Kinkakuji Temple. Three-storied pagoda, one of the most famous buildings in Kinkakuji Temple, designated as a national treasure. The three-storied pagoda consists of three metal towers, one of which contains Kinkakuji Sanzone, which represents Kinkakuji Temple. Sotozen Main Hall, a building located a little away from the main hall of Kinkakuji Temple and is the largest Sotozen main hall in Japan. Chinese Gate, the first building that tourists visiting Kinkakuji Temple see and designated as a national treasure. The Chinese Gate is a representative building of Kinkakuji Temple and is a must-see spot for tourists visiting Kinkakuji Temple. Stone Steps, by climbing the stone steps from Kinkakuji Temple to the main hall, you can see the representative buildings of Kinkakuji Temple, such as the main hall and the three-storied pagoda. In addition, there is a shopping street at Kinkakuji Temple where you can buy souvenirs. The shopping street has many sweets and souvenirs themed on Kinkakuji Temple. Kinkakuji Temple is visited by many tourists throughout the year. In particular, many tourists visit during the cherry blossom season. Kinkakuji Temple is also grandly celebrated for Buddhist festivals such as Obon and Higan. In addition, many people wearing kimonos visit Kinkakuji Temple, and you can enjoy their kimono attire. Kinkakuji Temple is a famous tourist spot visited by many people and is also known as a representative building of Japanese culture. It is the most famous Buddhist temple in Japan and its appearance is also known as representing Japan. In addition to the buildings, the nature and gardens at Kinkakuji Temple are also attractive, and it is a spot where tourists can fully enjoy nature. There are several ways to purchase tickets for Kinkakuji Temple. 1. Tickets can be purchased from the official website of Kinkakuji Temple, https://www.shokokuji.jp/n/kinkakuji/. By purchasing tickets in advance on the internet, you can save time waiting to enter. 2. Tickets can be purchased at the Kyoto Tourist Information Center. There are multiple tourist information centers in Kyoto, so look for one nearby. 3. You can also go directly to Kinkakuji Temple and purchase tickets. However, there may be a wait to enter, so it is best to go at a time when there is less wait. 4. Tour packages that include Kinkakuji Temple can also be purchased from tour companies in Kyoto. If you choose this method, the ticket for Kinkakuji Temple is included, so there is no need to wait to enter. There are several ways to go from Kyoto Station to Kinkakuji Temple. 1. Using a rental car. There are rental car counters around Kyoto Station. You can rent a car and drive to Kinkakuji Temple yourself. However, the roads in Kyoto City are narrow and there is a lot of traffic, so caution is required for those who are driving for the first time. 2. Using a bus. There is a bus from Kyoto Station to Kinkakuji Temple. Look for a bus to Kinkakuji Temple at the bus terminal at Kyoto Station and take it. However, bus schedules and fares vary, so it is recommended to check in advance. 3. Using the subway. It takes about 30 minutes to go from Kyoto Station to Kinkakuji Temple using the Karasuma line or Tozai line of the subway. Take the subway from Kyoto Station and go to Kinkakuji Temple via Karasuma Shiho Station or Higashiyama Station. Subway fares vary, so it is recommended to check in advance. 4. Using a taxi. It takes about 30 minutes by car from Kyoto Station to Kinkakuji Temple. Using a taxi is the most convenient but also the most expensive option. Here are some points to note when visiting Kinkakuji Temple. 1. Do not step inside the temple. The temple is a place where Buddha statues and monks practice, so be careful not to step inside. There are places in the temple where white fences, bamboo fences, are set up. Avoid stepping in such places. 2. Pay attention when taking photos. There are Buddha statues and buildings in the temple, but there may be places where photography is prohibited. Photography is prohibited in places where there are signs or guides, so follow them when taking photos. 3. It is possible to visit the temple in kimono or yukata. Kinkakuji Temple is one of the tourist attractions in Kyoto, so it is possible to visit the temple in kimono or yukata. However, it is not recommended to wear clothing that exposes the upper body in the temple. It is also important to pay attention to your feet in the temple. 4. Other precautions. It is prohibited to make loud noises or argue in the temple. Smoking is also prohibited in the temple. Pets such as dogs and cats are not allowed in the temple, so please be careful. Kinkakuji Temple holds various events throughout the year. Here are a few examples. 1. Kinkakuji Temple's autumn foliage season. Kinkakuji Temple is famous for its beautiful autumn foliage. During the Kinkakuji Temple autumn foliage season, which takes place from early to mid-November, visitors can enjoy a special Sakura River walk. 2. Kinkakuji Temple Summer Festival. The Kinkakuji Temple Summer Festival takes place on the third Sunday of July and features a variety of events such as no theater, dance, rakugo, Japanese comedy, and fireworks. The summer festival is a special event designed to enhance the enjoyment of visitors to the Kinkakuji Temple. 3. Kinkakuji Temple Inichi. The Kinkakuji Temple Inichi takes place on March 31st every year and features food and drink stalls, as well as entertainments such as the Shogatsukai, a celebration of the Buddhist New Year, and the Kabuki, a traditional Japanese dance drama. On the day of the Inichi, there are also special prayers held in the Kinkakuji Temple that take place only once a year. These are just a few examples of the events held at Kinkakuji Temple. There are many more events held throughout the year, so be sure to check beforehand and try to participate when you visit. That's all for this introduction. I hope to see you again in the next video.